Hey y'all, it's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles. Who else would it be? So I just came to do some filming of the chicks today because they have gotten so big. So if you watched my video from yesterday, you can see where I pulled back the sides of their little barrier fence, and so far so good. We might have some pop-up thunderstorms today, and so I don't like the fact that Laddie and Flower can't get under there anymore, but they don't that often. They can get up here under the side of the coop over here on this left side. They can get up on the back porch. They can get up in their tree. Hey, don't peck at me. Laddie's being a jerk because I'm talking to the camera and not to him. So, what? They've really been enjoying that pallet. You know, I kept thinking yesterday, damn, I should have tried to talk Paul into coming out and helping me to move it, or stood it up and drug it out, something. But I caught them earlier just sitting on it, you know, like roosting on one of the little edges, climbing in it and under it, looking for bugs. So right now they're enjoying it. That pinkish tarp is still the one I had folded it up. The wind has blown it around a little bit, but little bugs crawl out of that, and they've been hopping around on that. So, and earlier, two of them I couldn't find, and I was about to freak out, and they were right over here, in there, sitting on the my vinyl rock. So they seem to be doing fine. They cannot squeeze out anywhere. They were just sitting over here, chasing each other. Oh, somebody's got a worm. Got a worm, got a worm. Oh, that's a good size worm. So besides, oh, here you go, little chick mothers. But they're doing lots of hopping, lots of hopping at each other. Oh, someone else has got a worm. Oh, he hadn't finished his worm or bug. So it's one thing over here where there's some old straw and some stuff been spreading for a while, that if they really dig around underneath there, they're gonna find little bugs and worms. Oh, this one's got the worm. So, you know, you drop it and one steals it. Some little dark one. I started to name them, but until I know if they're boys or girls and watch their personalities more. But so it's a bug, or maybe it's an old piece of blueberry, I don't know, but it's like they're taking turns. I'm sorry, I'm not focusing on them well. I'm so busy watching them but not through the screen. This one has stolen it, but can't stop to eat it because he's got a little posse on his tail. Oh, he's eating it now. But that's one of the funniest things, is when they, whether it's a blueberry or a worm or a bug or a roly-poly, they get something in their mouth and they take off. And Mom will find stuff. I've noticed she'll scratch up a bug or a worm and then she'll let them have at it. Or if she has at it and she drops part of it, then, you know, it's all fair. Here it comes, little dark ones. Like, wait for me. So they seem to be enjoying this new side of the yard, which is great. There's places to dust bathe. As you can see now, there's right underneath there's one of them. They've been hanging around here, and they can commune with the bigger chickens if they want through the bottom of this. Watch a little weather, and there's maybe next week or the second week of June, the chance of some tropical, well, there's possible chance of some hurricane action, which is kind of early, but it will also maybe we'll get some weather from it. But you know, I'm not holding my breath, because every time they say we're going to get weather from something, we never do. So sorry, you'll have to do with my sneezing and the wind, because the old iPhone that I use for filming that the microphone fits in, I can't find. So I must have laid it somewhere, or cats could have knocked it. Who knows? It could be under, oh, I'm sorry, yawning, under my bed for all I know. But yeah, see, they're all, Mama's under there with them, and they're all under there just digging for bugs and hopping around. So they've been enjoying this as in enrichment, entertainment, stuff to hop on, practice jumping. And so I'm going to leave it this way. It looks hodgepodge and kind of trashy, but they're chickens. They don't care. They're just enjoying it. And, you know, worst case scenario, if it got a downpour, mama babies could be under there to get out of the weather. But they have that kennel still set up over there. I've attached their food and water to the outside of it so that it's under some cover, but if you just leave it in one spot too long, it gets where they spill water, where they spill food, it can get stinky and gross and grow mold. And when I moved their water dish and their food dish, which had only been setting for a week, there was all kinds of already mold and crap growing under it. So I sprinkled everything there in that carrier and in front of their little hut with for Saturday lime. And of course now they're just like, you know, they go over there for a drink and some food, but they're having so much more fun exploring here. So there's really no place that they could get trapped or hurt. There's plenty of places, exits, but I don't know what Mama's found there, but they're all just like, So, yeah, she is being a very good mom. And they're just getting so big. I was hoping they would come back out, but I think because I'm standing here talking, she's like, hey guys, let's just forage and hide under here from that featherless creature that keeps talking to us and filming us. So yeah, this was to see how big the chicks are getting, but you know, now they're all under there, hanging with the mama. But I caught them over here just taking little naps, and so we haven't gotten any rain yet. We might get a couple pop-up thunderstorms, but like I said, they've got plenty of places to get out of the weather. And as they scratch around the base of all this old vinyl, of course, I'm sure they're finding all kinds of, digging out bugs and roly-polies and whatever. And hopefully all the spiders. Maybe these guys will clear out all the bugs, and then if and when I move that, my vinyl rock is what I call it. It's too heavy. I can't get Paul to move it, so I'm just gonna leave it there like a big rock. You can dry rot, do whatever it's gonna do right there. Chickens like standing on it. It's like a little hill in this little flat area of the yard. Yeah, they're doing great. And they're really, really starting to show feathers and colors. Mom's comb's starting to stand up, and she's getting redder. Yeah, her comb and wattles are not as brilliant red as her twin over here. But she, like I said, she sat on that nest for a couple months, and I mean, she's been broody for a couple months, and so I think her conditioning went down a little bit, but she still gets her little bit of raw meat and her red meat and lots of vitamins and electrolytes, so she's healthy, and she's doing such an amazing job taking care of these babies. So whatever breed mixed she's got in there, she's got strong instincts. And she's up there. She's like, you guys keep playing down there. I'm Mom. I'll watch out for stuff. The big featherless ladies here. But yeah, they're so cute watching them kick their little feet. You know, they get so into it. You know, really kicking as hard as they can. You know, unlike Mom, they don't get the distance of the stuff they kick, but they're having a good old time. Your babies are beautiful, Daisy. Here's some over here. So much for trying to film them. It's like anything else. They see you coming and they're like, hide. They get that from their human mama. They're camera shy. So anyway, there they are, getting so big. We got to see them running around a little bit. They're probably, they're a handful for me, but they'll get another week, and there'll be something I'll have to grab with probably both hands, because they're getting pretty big. Come out of there, little one, so we can see you better. There we go. Run, run, run. Hop, hop, hop. That's the one that had the little RBF, little resting bitch face, which I believe is going to be a Roo. I think that darkness that we see above his beak and on between his eyes is beginnings of a comb. The others have nothing like that, so maybe I'll get lucky and have just one rooster and 3 girls. But see, yeah, as they're going around, we're gonna climb up there. But they're having a good old time climbing around with this pallet and finding bugs in the folds of this vinyl. So they've got, like I said, I went ahead and extended the green across the chicken wire all the way around, so there's no place that they can squeeze out. And they're getting so big now, there's no, of course, they can, Once they tuck all their feathers in, they could probably squeeze through a small spot, but they're staying close to Mom, and she's been a good mom. Cece this morning had her breakfast, and I noticed she's turned herself around and moved to the side. And earlier, when all the little chicks were lined up here, they were all up here just kind of sunbathing and hanging with Mom. She was perked up and watching them and looking at them. And so when they're a little bigger and maybe their mama's not with them, I will put Cece out here and let her roam around with them. I think, but I'm hoping that they will help her be more mobile, because she is young and she'll want to be with them or follow them or whatever. But stretch it out, little one. Oh, Mom's found, just digging in some dirt. So yeah, I've been adding a little bit of grit to their chick house reserve, which is by Kalmbach Feeds. I feed Kalmbach Feeds to my chickens, and but now that they're roaming more with Mom, and the big coop sets on asphalt and has 2 by 12 by 12s buried in the ground, but so they're going to find lots of little bit of gravel and stuff out here. So I don't worry about them not getting enough grit. Mom, you're not going to be able to scrape that vinyl up. That was folded up, but I think her and the chicks have brought the lip down. So when she's not doing that, I'll come over there and tuck that back up so that they're not walking across it. And there's probably going to be bugs under there, but yeah, they're having a good old time. And they're getting a little more independent. Here's a little orange-legged one, but my little dark one's legs are starting to turn dark, so that is probably the product of both the Easter eggers. The others are keeping their little orange yellow legs. So at first I thought the dark one had to be the Silver Lace Wyandotte mix, but Zin Zin, she's that dark brown and black, so I think that's going to be the mix right there. But yeah, you can see those little gray legs. See? Yeah, the little legs are turning dark gray. There they are. They decided to have some food. And yeah, they're still very much oriented. If Mom goes somewhere, they are, sticking with her. A little more adventurous and sparring, as chicks do, but there they all are. So that's Mama and the chicks, and they're getting so big, and they're so much fun to watch. So where that board is and that upside down pot is where I put down the heaviest part of the first Saturday lime, and I just didn't want them pecking at it. It's not going to hurt them, but they also like to hop up on that little pot and then hop up into that little kennel. And when we had a moment of got some hot sun yesterday, and they got up under there and they were all sitting on the cardboard preening, and there were so many little feathers, and I was like freaking out, going, oh my gosh. And then they're so fast now that keeping up with them, and I was like, is there a chick missing? Where's the mom? And they were all fine. They've just been Mom's been clean. She gets in there. I don't know why she likes to go in there to do her preening, maybe because she feels safe, but you can see them all hanging out. They're like, we're hanging out with our mom. Really? Is that what you think about the baby chicks? Here's Laddie and Daisy. And I came out the door earlier, the front door, and they were over here. And as I was walking back towards the back door, Laddie, of course, is on my heels. He's a mama's boy, but it was so cute to see Flower come running, how fast she was running. And she was zipping around here like she was doing laps. She didn't want us to be sharing a treat or her missing out on something. And she's pretty good. She's independent, but she's pretty good at keeping her eye on Laddie. See, here she comes. She doesn't venture far away on her own. And of course, none of the ferals mess with them. There she goes. She's so cute. Love watching her run, but yeah. Laddie likes to watch the babies. Every now and then, one of them will get in the cage and go like, hey, why can't I get out? And of course, that's what they're doing. They're avoiding me. I see you peeking over. But yeah, they're getting so big. All right, that's enough of baby chicks. Everybody's doing well. See the big birds over there doing their thing. And mom and babies are all doing well. So, you know, having a clean, spotless, clutter-free chicken yard is not necessary. You want enrichment and stuff that they can hop on and explore under and explore in. You know, that's wonderful enrichment for them. And here they are, hanging with mama. Always on the forage. They're going to be great foragers. Because unlike little brooder chicks that spend their, live in tiny little brooders, and then, a lot of people keep them in very low isolated places. They don't really get to get out and free range as chicks. So that's one thing about having the mama raise them. She's going to teach them everything they know. What's good to eat, what's bad. So we got one right there. She's cleaning his little wing. I love watching them learn to bathe themselves. I haven't seen any crazy dust bathing yet, but I'm sure there is some. I see some spots where they have been. They just don't want to do it in front of me. That's a 2x4 that I had used in the old door, and so it's wrapped in vinyl, but they don't care. I haven't pulled the vinyl off. I just left it there for a moment, and it seems to be a good spot to sit and clean their feathers. Preening. Such good babies, and they feel safe. They're kind of under where that fencing is kind of gathered. They're out of the wind. They just feel safe. So this whole, sorry, about tripped over the hose myself, is got the green, and then that is a very small, the gate over there is a very small hardware cloth, so they can't get out, and I don't see them trying, but look at them. They're just resting. They're like, yeah, we got to rest. We've had a busy morning of foraging. It's getting close to noon now. All right, I'm gonna end this here. Thanks, guys. Bye.